please hit that subscribe button.
Hey everybody.
Better suited to win the Stanley Cup this season. If you are new to the channel, Washington Capitals, the Boston Bruins.
Locked on and he scored! And we're live. Hey everybody. So we've got some pretty big news today as far as the return of hockey and the return of the NHL goes. And that is that the NHL and the NHLPA have finally agreed to the full format of the playoffs that will be taking place, who knows, probably August, September this year. But they have decided, what the full... There were still a lot of unanswered questions at the end of the NHL's last press conference with Gary Bettman. Number of, how many games are going to be the series in each rounds, were they going to reseed? Were they going to bracket? There were a lot of questions still to be determined, and those questions have all been answered. So this is from Elliot Friedman 37 minutes ago. As of when I'm recording this video, it's obviously going to be later or more time by the time this gets up. But Elliot Friedman, as of 39 minutes ago, just refreshed. The NHL playoffs will not be bracketed, but reseeded after every round. So there's one of the big questions that was remaining, was were they going to do a bracket where you just bracket the teams and then, they play each other towards the middle and, you just play whoever is next to you in the bracket? Or were they going to reseed where, the highest seed, the 1 seed, would play the lowest seed that advances, the 2 seed would play the second lowest, and so forth. They've decided to reseed. So that's... Unlike the current normal NHL playoff format, that we normally see, is a bracket, whereas now this is reseeding, which is what they used to do back before this current format, where they would, the highest seed would play the lowest seed, and it wouldn't be, if the low seed moved on, then they just move on in the bracket. No, they have to go and play the next highest seed to move on. So that's one question answered, is that they're reseeding. And they're not just reseeding at the beginning of the playoffs once they find out the 16 teams. They will be reseeding every round. So, if an 8 seed knocks out a 1 seed, then that 8 seed would go on to play the highest seed that advances, whether that's the 2 or the 3 or whoever it is. They would have to play the highest seed that advances, rather than under a bracket where they would just play the team that was next to them, which would... without it in front of me, it would probably be like the 4-5 winner is who they would end up playing, and obviously this isn't a bracket style anymore. So the other thing is round length, or number of games that the series will be per round. So as it was stated, we knew that the Stanley Cup final and the conference finals were going to be 7 games, but we knew that the play-in rounds were 5 games, but we did not know about the first 2 rounds of the actual playoffs. Those will be best of 7 series, so it will be normal NHL playoffs as far as every series in the playoffs after the play-in round. The play-in round is not technically part of the playoffs. Every series in the playoffs, like normal, will be 7 games. So obviously that's big news, and that's what we got from Elliot Friedman. And then Chris Johnston also tweeted 13 minutes ago, filling us in on some more stuff from all of this news breaking. The top 4 seeds in each conference will be determined by the results of a 3-game round robin, which we knew, with regular season points percentage serving as a tiebreaker if needed. So that is a new piece of information that is pretty important. So basically, point percentage from the regular season now plays a role. So let's say the Bruins and the Flyers both go 2-1 in that 3-game round robin. The Bruins would be the higher seed because they had the higher point percentage in the regular season. So that's pretty much how that works, and that fills us in on that. So pretty much now the whole format, everything is out in the open. It's known, everything's agreed upon, and we are that much closer to having hockey back, because this was another huge step, some more information that we needed to get and we didn't know of yet, and now we know. So just to wrap up, that the playoffs will not be bracketed. It will be reseeded at the beginning of every round. Playoff series lengths will be all 7-game series in the playoffs, and then the play-in round, as we know, is a 5-game series, and that playoff or regular season point percentage will serve as the tiebreaker if needed in the among the teams playing in the 4-team 3-game round robin to determine the seeding of the top 4 teams in each conference. So that news broke today, and I mean, it all sounds good. I'm ready for hockey to be back. I think a lot of people are excited for hockey to be back, and it's just another step closer towards having playoff hockey and having a Stanley Cup awarded this year. So with that, like, comment, share, subscribe, follow on social media. All those links are down in the description. If you'd like to further support the channel, the links to our Patreon and merchandise store are down in the description as well. Keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys soon.